Community has become a meaningless marketing word.
I disagree.
I disagree as well. I mean, especially you, Jackson. I mean, that's your proof that it's not a meaningless marketing word. I mean, you created a community around your content, right? That I think is so much more powerful than any paid advertising, that you could ever that you could ever put money on. And it's a community that I think also grows with you, which I think is very important, and matures with you, and is engaged from the very beginning. So I don't think it's meaningless at all.
My thought there would be that it's not meaningless, but it gets overused and misunderstood so often that I think to some people it might be meaningless. Like people think that just because you have a lot of followers or you get a viral video or two that you've built a community. It's really, really hard to build an actual community that has thoughts enough to share them with you and interact with you. And you see this all the time. You see accounts that get, millions of views on a video and lots of interaction, but they have 10 followers. And it's really difficult to convert that reach into a real, genuine community. So I think a lot of brands out there might see that they have 50,000 followers and be like, I have a big community. Why is nothing selling? It's because those 50,000 followers aren't doing the same thing as being an engaged community. And that's much harder to build. So I think it might be misunderstood.
Yeah. No, that's a very good point, especially because we Derek and I always go back and forth as to, having, how do you is the amount of followers that you have proportionate to the sales that you're making, right? Can you correlate both, right? Because in past experiences I've seen or managed accounts with a lot of users, right? And those users aren't really doing what you kind of want them to do to run your business, right? But then I've also heard of examples where you don't have a lot of a big following, right? And those users are so engaged that they're doing everything that you want them to do, and they're helping you grow the business and they're growing with you. So I don't know. It's just it's a weird kind of balance that you have to. And I think it's about the relationship that you have with your community.
Yeah. And I think you have to do it intentionally from the beginning too. I think like you're saying, a lot of these brands might think about this too late, and now they have 50,000 followers and they think that they've built the bones, but like you almost got to build forward as if you had nothing now if you don't really have that community. And it's all about listening and engaging and kind of operating in a way that makes you seem relatable. And there's a lot of levels there that honestly I haven't even thought about too deeply. I just feel that I got lucky and stumbled into something that people are willing to listen to what I have to say. It's certainly a complex equation.
Okay, next statement I'm going to throw out. Most outdoor collaborations shouldn't exist.
I don't know, because collaborations inherently aren't bad. I think if you're doing them for the wrong reasons, then it can be bad. Like one day with my brand, I really hope to do collaborations, but I'm probably going to wait a full year or two before I start doing that, because it's really important to me to build the bones of my own brand and identity so that a collaboration then makes sense. Like if the first product I release is a collaboration with a brand that's much larger than mine already is, it might bring me some awareness and it might bring me some, audience and purchasing and buyers, but it's not actually helping me because now everybody associates my brand just as the person that collabed with them. Whereas I want it to look like two brands coming together and doing something cool.
Yeah.
So
are there any other examples or times where brands shouldn't collaborate, or there shouldn't be collaboration other than, the impetus of a brand?
Jackson, correct me if I'm wrong, but like sometimes it seems like they're collaborating just for the sake of collaborating, right? I think that it's sometimes
exactly, totally. If there's an actual functionality to it, then I love it. Like I think a lot of what we're seeing now too is branded textile companies. Like previously, the only really big textile players were like Gore-Tex, and you had like Polar Tech and Primaloft, or some others that only the real gearheads would know. But now like Polar Tech is a really big name. And if you work with them, that's sort of a stamp of approval. So I'm not even sure if that would be considered a collaboration, but I plan to do stuff like that for sure, because that's actually functional. It's like I'm bringing
Yeah.
my branded aspect and I'm collabing with your really interesting textiles. The first rain jacket that I release early next year is going to be partnered with a textile company that I think is really, really, really cool. And it's a waterproof textile company that's a startup, and they're working with some really interesting fabrics. And I'm going to be partnering with them. And I think that's a really cool collaboration where, like you said,
100%.
when it's just two founders that know each other throwing logos on a jacket, it's like, people might dig it, but that's honestly playing more on like a streetwear-y kind of angle.
Yeah, exactly.
What's really the point there?